happens eventually is now the child is not writing or does not like writing because they struggle with writing. They struggle with maybe some motor difficulties, fine or gross motor skills. Maybe they're also having difficulties with reading. So they can't read, they can't spell. So I will not write because if I write, it shows my weakness. Now, as a child, putting yourself in that child's shoes, they don't understand what's going on, but they see the difficulties, but they can't, there are no words to describe what they're difficult. So it's more internalized. So over time, you realize they're not engaging in avoidance behavior. The one who is hyper and full of energy and sometimes will leave their class and go to other classes constantly talking. That also gets to impact performance, but that child sounds brilliant when you're engaging with them. All these things are there. And so some teachers will write, oh, this guy has potential. They have to try harder. They have to do, I see a lot of that.
Yes.
And all these things should let you know that, no, I should question what exactly is going on. If that was not the situation and there's been a change, so we're looking at consistency. So once you find that there's a change, you should also question what has changed this past couple of weeks or past couple of months or maybe a couple of years. Something could have triggered that. But if it's been very consistent as well, that should let you know that something is going on. So over time, it leads to, and children from the beginning are not that self-aware, but as they get older, they become self-aware. And then we have peers, they're making comparisons, they're teasing, they're making fun of them, whether intentionally or unintentionally. And then they start developing low self-esteem, anxiety, depression. These are very common conditions you would find in children. So you're talking about all the other complex ones, but we're also looking at the very common conditions, anxiety, which leads to depression. And so when there's anything we want to keep to ourselves. We don't want to interact in class, constantly sleeping, not engaging with others. They don't want to do anything. And then they are home. A lot of the time, the children are very cranky. They don't want to go to school. They are somatizing. So they make a lot of excuses. My tummy hurts. I have a headache. They don't want to go. They want to avoid the situation because that is where the challenges become evident. And so you have teenagers at that point in time who have either learned not to even engage and have already drawn, some conclusions. I am not good. I am not smart. And I have children as young as 6 years, 5 years sometimes. Parents have observed, maybe the schools have referred for an assessment. And then the child, as early as 4, and this is just a very recent experience, the child said, I'm not smart.
Oh. My heart is so